welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymore.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He is not dead.
Unfortunately.
He has survived. Unfortunately, that's terrible. That's so terrible.
It was a rough couple.
I mean, listen. You bar fight with the best of them, you know.
Yep.
That bear definitely knows who's his daddy.
Yeah.
And Thanos. So that's perfect. No, dude, I'm glad you're back. I was worried about you.
It
I
sucked.
think all of them were worried about you.
Like I tried to come back a couple weeks ago,
Right.
And it just didn't happen. So I was in the hospital, and then last week I ended up back in the hospital,
Dude.
where I found out I had pneumonia, which wasn't even why I went back to the hospital.
Yeah,
So
this guy. Your skill set in terms of sicknesses.
Like I don't mess around. Like if I get hurt,
Like you seriously, no. I halfway expected you to like bring a leg with you, just put it on the table, and that was gonna be your swag for this week. It's like,
dang,
it's my leg, $29.99. Get it?
Find it on our eBay store.
oh man, that hurt. That hurt really bad. All right, so we've got all the same here: Doomsday Clock, the Man of Steel, and Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 800.
Yes.
Where do you want to start?
Oh wow. Like, did we just get Amazing out of the way? Because it was a very long. It's a $9.99 cover price.
Do that. How much is it?
$9.99, I think.
Yikes! Marvel, guys, Bubby.
Yeah, but there were a lot of. Now, Marvel was really cool about certain things. They did open up a lot of open order variants for it.
Okay.
That they then tied into like one for 25s, one for 100s.
That's wonderful.
To give us backup. So they were very gregarious about that night.
I'll give you props for that. Yeah. However, making us pay $1 per chapter, that's a lot.
It was.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
This book is the book that doesn't stop. It's too legit to quit.
No, it's like the third Lord of the Rings movie, where you're just like, just end. Just end.
No,
Kill
it's
the
still
hobbits.
going. It's still happening.
Yeah.
Why is there still an hour left?
There's no climax.
There's not a climax. We've been very critical of Dan Slott before. Yeah.
But he's always in some way, shape, or form tied it up and been like, hey guys, remember, I'm Dan Slott. And you're like,
and you're like,
crap, you're a really good writer.
Good job. Yeah. I didn't feel that here. Yeah. I did not. In fact, as any sort of, and this is such a weird thing to compare to, as any sort of end cap to a Spider-Man story, it's hard to get over the death of Peter Parker from the Ultimate Universe. Right. Yeah. And for me, I feel like maybe the thing that made it so good, the death of Spider-Man, was the fact that they knew that Peter was dying. So all stops thrown out the window. Yeah. There are so many things that writer to writer I would have done in a different fashion that I think would have pulled moments, man.
Because each one of those moments you're talking about, where he tiptoes right up to something really epic happening, and then nothing,
swing and a miss, and you're like, wait, but you're just so glad you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that's
any one of his enacted plans would have been amazing.
Would have been actually phenomenal.
And then like in some of it, like the final one,
right,
where it was like almost hand of God style. Just like, how did you get? Very, very frustrating, because it was one that I know leading up to this, I was really worried that he was going to kill MJ. That's just, and that's like one of my things.
It's just like, please don't do that.
Right. And that's just a fanboy thing, but it would have fit. Like he even references Gwen Stacy a couple times.
Yes, he does.
And like that would have fit. And I would have been like, okay, I would have been cool with it, because if someone's going to do it, and it's going to be in an issue number,
it's got to be Gobby.
Goblin issue 800 milestone
works. And yet, this was the issue that just would not die. And the fact that there's an 801, like I thought 800 was the end, but 801.
There's a new 801 has been added to everything, which is like, what do you have left to say?
What else is there? Like, why do we need anything else? I don't.
Because you've already had what should have been a heart-wrenching eulogy.
Yes.
But no emotional impact. But like, what do you?
I don't even understand why we had that eulogy. Maybe I don't understand how that character's abilities work. We'll talk about this off camera. But I feel like if they could have swapped,
that would have been
I feel like that could have worked. I feel like that could have worked out well. If one took off the thing, the other one took off the thing, and they swapped,
that would have
everything's fine.
Problem solved.
Okay.
No, I had the same thing.
Did you really?
When the other, I was like, well, why not? If you're gonna do,
you don't stay. You just change. Okay. there are things that, like, overall, again, writer to writer, I can acknowledge that as a fellow writer, I have a lot of ideas that I would have taken things in a different direction. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a better writer. I just would have taken things in a different direction. Yeah. However, I do think that everything that I would have done would have been better. I say that with a straight face.
Yeah. And Slott has written some killer milestone issues.
There were things here.
The death of Peter Parker, 616 Peter Parker.
Come on.
That was amazing.
That was huge. That was huge. That was huge. But okay. Yeah. Really didn't love this one.
Yeah.
Really didn't. It droned. There was great art. I mean, this was a who's who. Everybody that's basically worked on Slott's run.
Yeah, you had Eminent, Ramos, Kamikoli,
right,
Martin Bradshaw. Like, I mean,
it's literally a whodunit.
Yeah,
right. And why'd you do it so good? Just the story itself
fell flat. Like I wonder if they wanted to try to do something big, but at the same time leave us like a very status quo-y kind of thing.
I mean, I get that. There is a way that could have been done.
Yeah.
There is a way that could have been done. Yep. And, ooh, you guys are going to make me do a blog post about that. I might have to take y'all back to my website, bandagehouse.blogspot.com, just to write up something on what I would have done differently. Yeah. Differently. That's what I say.
Autocorrect.
All right, where do we go next? Because if we're in the aim of getting better.
Let's do Man of Steel.
Let's do it. So
yeah, we just are hateful.
I'm feeling a little dark this week. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't love a whole lot.
Yeah,
I didn't love a whole lot.
Like our thing is positivity. And
true,
like, really
but
cool stuff.
Okay, but we're also comic book fans, and if we don't love it, we're not gonna pretend like we love it, because that's the case.
Yeah. And these are all things that are like issue 800.
Right.
The first
Bendis. Number one.
Yeah, and these are the things that should be huge and just amazing and blow us away. And it's like when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl. Wow. Where the Trent Dilfer Ravens were like Trent Dilfer Super Bowl winner.
Dude, that
Amazing Spider-Man 800.
Like
it's
stab.
You're
talking sports ball to the geek world. Stop doing that.
I apologize.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Perfect
okay.
set.
So the Man of Steel #1.
Yes.
I think what I was looking for here, and this is me, is a definitive statement. Right? When instead of saying Superman or Action Comics, when you go the Man of Steel, I'm expecting a significant theme, thought process. I mean, All-Star Superman. We had this understanding, first issue, boom, epic, high impact. You are going to get to the core structure that is Superman.
John Byrne, similar sort of thing. Like this is how he really functions. This is how he really came up.
Right.
Go.
Real world setting-esque. Yeah, let's make it work. Here, this is interesting. There's nothing about this particular book that stood out to me.
It's unremarkable.
Right, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that is the strangest thing, is that nothing actually was like, yo, that issue 1. Like, there's nothing there. That's weird.
Yeah, the dialogue was very Bendis, which is very good. I really, really enjoyed that aspect.
Yes. But at the same time, that's not special anymore.
Yeah.
Like Bendis dialogue is not special.
Yeah, he's set the bar so high, that, and he's delivered every time. So there's nothing like, oh man, Bendis really stayed. I mean, he's Bendis.
Right. I expect him to snap, and it's good and it's cool.
Yeah.
But I need more than that.
Yeah.
I wanted more than that.
Yeah.
Especially with, I mean, how many different Superman titles is he writing right now? Like, I needed this to be something that built to, I mean, again, All-Star Superman.
Yeah.
Superman Red Sun. Like, give me something that is so significant that this issue 1 is monumental.
5, 10, 15 years from now, we're going to be pushing that trade like, here's where you're going to want to start with that.
Exactly. You know what's funny is, like, so at Wizard World we have this thing where the challenge is it's Marvel versus DC panel.
Yeah.
And one of the questions is, if somebody brand new, fresh out the cut, is walking into the comic shop, and we're supposed to hook you, what makes our particular choice, you know, whether Marvel or DC, be one? That's what I needed. You hit that right on the head. This issue 1, I could not give to a newcomer and be like, this is why you need this.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a solid, like, that's the thing is, it was good. Like, that's the problem. It was good.
Right. But
it
needed to
transcendently
be better.
Yeah.
For what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Which I don't know, that bothered me. Because there were a couple moments where I'm like, okay, this could be kind of interesting to see where Bendis takes this. Because there is kind of a humanizing element that I think might be explored by Seymore Kent that could lead him down a path of fire.
Right. Boom, boom, bada boom. Okay, so like, without getting too spoilery, we are essentially re-examining the history of Krypton in this one.
Yes.
More
than just Krypton.
Yeah.
Like
there's a pantheon of some folks that are showcasing some different interesting ideas, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
I think
that's
that
the most interesting part for me.
Exactly. If we had focused on that first, before even getting to the present day, I think I would have liked it better.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
So
because Bendis really he's got a concept there that is kind of on the back burner of the story, where it's like, wait a minute. These various groups working in conjunction,
having this discussion about this.
Yeah.
Like, that could be huge.
Yeah, like what happened to what we thought of these groups?
Right.
How does that affect other Superman stories that have been going on? The one in particular,
Yes.
Where I'm like,
you're absolutely right. But
that's 10 pages out of the 28,
and
as opposed to
just not quite.
Yeah, and that's
conceptually great right there.
I'd love to. I want to see where that goes. Like almost more than anything.
Yes. More yes. That would be the best. We've got an introduction to a new character. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I don't know.
I made funnies when I read it.
Because it is funny. Actually.
Yeah.
I think that character did deliver a very funny line. It's the one memorable line that I have from this issue, which is, it's silly. It is very silly, but at the same time, it's like, that's cute.
Yeah,
that's cute.
You win a point.
Yeah,
see it issue 2.
But I needed a little bit more.
Yeah,
a little bit more.
Yeah,
for number 1. Just saying. I'm sorry, my bar is high, okay? Bendis, it's your fault. You set the bar high. I expect you to rock with that.
Yeah.
You heard what I said before. I'm praising the death of Peter Parker in terms of this, so obviously, okay? So
it's not slagging. I mean, that's the thing is, like, you're so good.
I expect
that. Yeah.
First issue, rock my world. That's what I want. Yeah. Doomsday Clock. Long awaited.
Yes. It's like
very long awaited.
You move it to bi-monthly,
right?
And then you're still a month late.
That hurts, man.
Yeah.
Because now, like, for a story as dense as this, you can't have that kind of pause because I can't remember what happened.
Right.
I'm old, dude. Come on, help me out.
And as a store owner, and my job is to get good stuff into people's hands in exchange for their currency, fiat or otherwise. Get this stuff out on time, guys, because this is the kind of thing that I can.
You can just boom,
I can
boom.
Like even Percocet it up. I can still
make this happen.
Yeah,
we just use colorful words.
Yeah, because the mime and the marionette. Oh my gosh, yeah. I have to watch how I talk, especially when I'm.
Yeah.
Jace.
Now, mime and marionette favorite parts, absolute favorite parts. This one, it took a turn for me, where I feel like we are Watchmening the DC universe, which is not what I thought this was going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of parallels that are almost too parallel-y for me.
Right.
Where I want to more explore Saturn Girl and Thunder.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for. Like I don't need to see that kind of.
It doesn't have to. It's almost like a paint by numbers, and this is. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I really, really don't. But it's almost like you laid out all of Watchmen and was like, how can I redo this? DC wise, and that's not what I thought this was going to be.
Like we've had the Watchmen, like There's the original Crow movie,
right?
And then they came up with City of Angels, which was basically cookie cutter of the Crow. Like thus far up until this issue, it has been very different,
right?
And this is the only issue where I'm just like, don't go down that road.
Don't go there. Stay here. Don't go down here.
Yeah.
Down here is not for you.
Yeah,
like this has already been traveled.
Like once again. You're Jeff Johns. Like, we don't expect good. Like,
we expect great.
Yeah. And
especially with what this is.
Yeah, and you've delivered thus far.
Right.
And there's still serious moments. Like with the comedian. That it was just like, you guys don't know who I am, but just...
You'll be all right.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that was cool. Mime and Marionette are just absolutely buckets of just insanity, and they love each other so much.
Oh, they
which
do.
Is so...
And it's so sweet. Yeah. It is so sweet.
And Saturn Girl, like
that could go in so many really cool ways.
Yeah,
really cool ways. That's all I'm just saying. So obviously, this list. Well, we had a great week of books.
Yeah,
there's a couple things here that we just
Yeah, and it's not that they're. Trying to figure out a phrase. It's not that they're bad.
Right.
It's that the expectations were so high because of the milestones, because of the creative teams.
Right.
And that's problematic to me.
It can be. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like okay, sports ball talk. We're in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
When you have an all-star.
Yeah.
Have a bad night.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what that is.
Yeah.
You know, except. No, that's literally what this is.
Yeah.
So this is okay. So Dan Slott, this is his final game. This is his game 7, and I feel he's
no triple.
Yeah. Like there was
no triple double.
No,
there's nothing.
There wasn't. And then this is the start of a new series for Bendis.
Yeah.
And he just kind of ho hummed for 48 minutes. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
Like he put boards up. Yeah, he got a double, but there was no spectacular. There's no Sports Center top 10 plays in that.
Yeah.
Right there. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Wow, we just went total.
Yeah.
We probably lost like a whole audience. Who's just like, what are they talking about?
What? LeBron James is involved in some way, shape, or form.
Bottom line, that's all you need to know. Yeah. So with that in mind, let's move to some honorable mentions.
Yes.
We don't have anything the same here.
No.
So we went totally different there. All right, so I've got Black Lightning and Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah, because this is another cycle of the DC crossover mashups.
Yes. How do I describe this?
I was waiting for that.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so this was written by, let me make sure I say this right, Brian Hill, with art by Dennis Cowan and inks by Bill Sienkiewicz.
Really?
Yes. Sienkiewicz did this. Crazy. Okay, so remember when Batman and Elmer Fudd teamed up?
Mm-hmm.
And remember how that was serious and it was amazing?
Yeah.
This is trying to do that, but still maintain like the exploitational vibe that both of these characters kind of are born from.
Yeah.
Which is somewhat of a clash. Like, this is no diss to Hill. I don't know you. I don't.
Yeah.
But if Tom King wrote this, I think it would be very different. I didn't say better. I just say different. There's a lot of assumption here, like that you even know who Hong Kong Phooey is. Now, granted, I do. I really do.
He's #1 superstar.
Right. Like, I mean, it's very important. It's a great theme song.
Yeah.
But, like, the rationale for this iteration of Black Lightning is difficult because it's not what we see on TV. It's not the popular iteration that's in comics right now.
Yeah.
So it literally is supposed to be this throwback for throwback's sake. Is that the way I would have gone with it? No, but if you can get beyond that, it's classically fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. It's not a bad story. Yeah. It's just not a modern story. That's my story. Okay. That's how I take it. It's not a modern story, and that might be difficult for some people to enjoy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Excellent.
Thank you. I cleaned that up.
Yeah. Now, see, over in this area, for my honorable mentions,
Mr. Winter,
these are the ones that I like really, really dug, and they weren't the ones necessarily I was expecting to really, really love.
Okay.
So it's like picking up White Zombies, Make Them Die Slowly.
Okay.
Where I was like, oh my God Killer, this is so amazing. All right, so like Vampironica, the second issue of it, Greg and Meg Smallwood. It's in that like dark, evil Archie verse.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Veronica becomes a vampire, and it's just evil. Like.
That's amazing.
Like it's just is just fun all the way through. It's got comedy in it enough, kind of like in a Marvel movie sort of way, where like every time it gets super, super dark, they bring you back.
Nice.
But there's just like this super dark undercurrent of like there's like master vampires, and then there's like mindless slave vampires. And it's just like when you see a nightmare sequence with talking decapitated heads of Archie and the other people.
That's wonderful.
It's wonderful. Yeah, it's amazing. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was one I really, really dug. So
that's a good one. One that I actually dug.
Yeah.
Marvel 201, number 6. First of all, Chip is great. I love his writing. Jim Chung is back on this issue.
Ooh, nice.
I've been a fan of his for a long time. Yeah. Obviously, I'm looking forward to his JLA book.
Yeah.
Gotta admit that. Doom is Galactus. First of all, let that sink in. Galactus came to Earth, and while the Fantastic Four got beat, Doom is the one that steps in and basically trades places and becomes Galactus.
That's kind of cool.
That is very cool. Very much so the scariest thing possible. but very cool.
Yeah.
This is the ultimate end where Galactus has already eaten everything else, and he's come to Earth and is like, you know what, supper time. All the remaining heroes banding together to figure out a way to stop him.
Yeah.
This is a great Fantastic Four book.
Nice.
I have to admit, after reading this, I put this book down and I go, why is Chip Zdarsky not doing the upcoming Fantastic Four series? Now, I say this because I read this before I read 800, so there's no diss against Stan Slott, but obviously Chip is doing such a great job at rebuilding the Fantastic Four. Whether they are pulled from this series or not, why is he not writing that?
His run on Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man is also the same sort of thing, where he's just amazing. He fundamentally gets these characters that are clearly a part of his youth as well.
Yes.
And he's nailing it, but he's not being
pulled in that direction.
Yeah, like he's the best. Like for whatever reason, he's stuck on JV, and like you got to get him.
Listen. let me say it like this: when I'm in charge, you don't have to worry about that. Chip is going straight up to the top.
Yeah,
I see you, Chip. I see you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not playing on Thursdays anymore. He's playing on Fridays.
Daggone right. Okay, starting all times. That's you. First 12 minutes, all yours. What is this darkness that you have over here?
Okay, first of all, when the subtitle of a comic is A Story of Satan?
A story, not the, come on.
How can I resist? All right, so it's from our buddies at AfterShock, Frank Terry and Oleg Okonev. It is the follow-up story arc to their previous one. It's Pestilence, A Story of Satan. The previous one was Pestilence, which was the Vatican covering up the Black Plague. Was actually a zombie apocalypse. So with this one...
Wait. Seriously?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Is that in trade right now?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's so good. In this one, it takes place a little bit after that, and they found a way to cure the people who were zombies. And it involves the Holy Grail, but some political machinations take place, which lead us to a place where the healed people are kind of outcast still, because they're like, you guys used to be zombies and eat people. Like, we don't want to have anything to do with you. And... if you're sick of the good guys always winning, Satan's in it. Like there's no spoiler, and it's just amazing. It's very Game of Thronian in its feel in terms of language too. It's got kind of like an Humberto Ramos kind of look to it.
I was just about to say that. Like, it reminds me of Crimson back in the day.
Yeah. But don't let that vibe fool you into thinking it is not brutal. There are not obscenities. So, So pick up the trade. Pick up number 1.
Just gonna go home with me.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Like, and one of the one-shot lines in there is just, it's just top notch.
Yep, I'm just gonna put that over here. It's just coming home with me. Wow.
Yeah.
Ironic. The honorable mentions gave us the most joy.
Yeah.
Happens. But I mean, literally, like, these were going to be talking point books for this week, so it's important to kind of get those out there and let people know how we think. Now, always, your decision, your conclusions, want to hear them.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, let us know. How did 800 rub you guys? Like, was it all webs and good, or was there something lacking? I want to hear it from you. Like, let us know in the comments below. That's important. And of course, subscribe.
Yeah.
Click the button.
That button.
Get the bell. Get the notifications. That's so important. We love you for doing it.
Yes, very much so.
Very, very much so. You know, we always have, those competitions sort of things, those contests, giveaways, only for subscribers. So,
if you don't subscribe, we can't track you down and stalk you, and we also won't be able to let you know every time something cool comes out of our mouths on the internets.
That too. Definitely that too.
Yeah. So what do we want to talk about? We want to talk about Wizard World coming up?
Oh, we can definitely talk about that. Listen, Wizard World, first of all, we have Wizard World Des Moines coming up this week.
Yes.
Mad love there. Great guest list. It's going to be phenomenal. However, no disrespect to Des Moines, but we are in the Cap City, Bucktown itself. Wizard World Columbus is next weekend, June 8th through the 10th.
Yep.
People.
Amazing guest list.
People.
Amazing creators. And 20% off, depending on which one of our...
No. Give your code. Give your code.
Our code is...
Do it.
COMICT20. Boom. And you get 20% off your purchase. And that's also if you want to use it for any Wizard World thing, right?
I know specifically it's general admission online. I don't know other things. You should try it, though.
You never know
what happens. I didn't say that, but you should try it and see what happens.
I'd wink or I'd end up in the hospital.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But no, seriously, phenomenal guest list. We've got M'Baku himself, Winston Duke. We've got Luke Cage, Mike Coulter. Listen, ladies, you might not know him as Luke Cage. That's fair. But Girl Trip, he was the husband. The husband.
Which is when you blurt out Girl Trip, I'm like, oh, that dude. And
exactly. Like, oh my God. And you realize you're like, I hate Luke Cage now. I'm not allowed to love him. But it was him. Okay. So, ladies, if y'all want to give him a piece of your mind, be nice because we have security. Don't make us have to escort you. That would be terrible. But you can come see him, take pictures, have a whole thing. It'll be great. And he's also Luke Cage, which is coming out soon, season 2. I'm just throwing that out there. John Barrowman is going to be back. So if you've never seen him,
he's all energy all the time. And I will stalk him once again and fail.
That's fair. That's fair. Billy Boyd, Joel State, Charisma Carpenter, Holly Marie Combs, Thomas Ian Nicholas. We've got
Kevin
people.
Sorbo.
Yes. That way, you know what? If you come, you won't be disappointed. Like that.
Are you not entertained?
So good. So yes, guys, Wizard World Columbus Comic Con is going to be phenomenal. You need to be there. Comic T 20 saves you 20% off. Do yourself the favor. Early Father's Day gift. I'm just saying. Late Mother's Day. I mean, what mother wouldn't want to get a picture with M'Baku? Okay. I'm just saying. My mother would.
Like Stasis. It's true.
Make sure my mom doesn't come to the show. She'll steal M'Baku. She's made threats.
So where's Mr. Duke?
Where's Mr. Duke? My mom's got like the largest purse ever, and
he's just let me out.
Just let me out. We will not have it. We will not have it all. So please come to Wizard World Columbus and don't let my mom steal Winston Duke.
That's all we ask.
Oh God, because she would.